Alright, welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm running solo today. It's just Rob here. And as you can see, I'm out here in Devilbend Reservoir on the southern end of the lake on a beautiful Sunday morning. And I'm going to try my hand at catching some yabbies. Might even go down to the lake, give you guys an update on what it looks like. Might throw a few lures around, see what we can find. I'm not expecting much fish, but I am expecting some yabbies. We've had a lot of rain, but now the weather's warming up, it's drying up, and let's see if they're out and about. So let's go catch some yabbies. I recently bought these. They're just some typical little yabbie nets. Funny thing is, one didn't have a double ring. So I'm gonna try a little something. I'm gonna see if it actually makes a difference. And today's bait is our tried, true, and traditional, my personal favorite, straight from the grocery store, Spam. Works every time. I used this growing up as a kid. We used it up the Tangel River. It's excellent, excellent yabbie bait. I've never had it let me down. And, if you like this kind of stuff, all right. I guess you could eat it. Now I've got me a couple of sticks here. Just gonna anchor it to the bank. And I'm gonna use an onion bag just to hold the bait and keep it in place. You don't need a whole can of Spam for 2 traps. You could honestly bait 4 with a lot of bait for each trap, for all 4. That's half. Now, I don't know why, but I'm going to throw it down here underneath this little bridge here. See what happens. This looks like a good spot. And I'm going to wander up probably maybe another 50 yards. See how that goes. Now we got to spread out a little bit. And I think I might go explore the lake. That's better. That's better. All right, I chucked out my second one. I'm only about 100 yards, maybe 90 meters from my other one. Only chucking in 2 today. This one has a few rocks in the bottom because I didn't have a second metal ring. Let's see if that helps out. If it doesn't, I also threw a couple of handfuls of canned corn around. We used to do that as kids to help kind of like bring them in. I don't know if that really works. I know on a small level, you're at least feeding them. And that way you get a good population going. If you don't catch any, you help for the next time you come out. So we're gonna give these a couple hours and we're gonna see how we go. Until then, I'm gonna go check out the lake and maybe fling some lures. Let's go. All right, made it down to the lake. Didn't bother flicking. That lake is full. Still too full of water to really get down close to the shore. I mean, there's obviously a few spots you're always gonna find, especially on the northern side, but here on the south and the, down the bottom of that lake, oh boy. Yeah, I think it's gonna be, we're gonna have to wait for all this rain to pass that we've been having here in the southeast of Australia before I can really recommend fishing down here, unless you go up kind of on the northern part of the lake or any of the big sandy beaches on the east side of the lake. So, so much for the report. I was actually hoping to catch something, but nothing happened. Let's go check on those yabbies. It's been a couple of hours. Let's go see how I did. Oh, I got one. Look at that little guy. He was just munching away. Oh, and he's still soft. Let me be careful. Come on, little guy. Ow. Okay. Look at that little guy. Well, we got one in the single ring one, but that's okay. He's way too little. Look at that. Way too little. Yeah, we'll be putting this guy back. Look at that little tiny guy, but very healthy. Caught that. It was only a couple hours. So they are here, and this was the spot where I threw all the corn. This is where I threw all the corn out, and yeah, we'll go put him back. There you go, little buddy. Net number 2. Oh, another one. Oh, and he got away. Where'd he go? There he is. Yeah, I see. All right, this one's just a little bit bigger, but he's only got one claw, the poor guy. But still too small. Be a good bait. Maybe for something, you know, probably a good Murray cod or something. But they are in here. Now, that was only a couple of hours. And to be honest, only 2 nets. 2 yabbies. I think if you came out here with a few more nets and a bit more time, you dump them out here early in the morning, go off down to the lake, get yourself your day of fishing in, catch yourself a few trout, you're gonna come back and find yourself a net full of yabbies. Well, I had a great time doing this. I recommend you come out here and give it a try. All these little channels have probably got tons of yabbies in them, some more than others. I imagine since this is close to the road, we don't have so many. Probably a little bit overfished. Next time I do this, I'm going deeper into the park. Till next time, keep fishing. There you go, little buddy. I'm gonna throw this guy back. The Australian white ibis, also affectionately called the bin chicken. Oh, you silly Australians.